How the Grinch Stole Christmas, 1966. You're a mean one. I feel like this has to at least be in the conversation of all time. Next one we have is Frosty the Snowman, the animated Frosty the Snowman.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Frosty the Snowman. I don't know.
I never was crazy about it as a kid.
Frosty's
Love the song.
Frosty's a classic, but I think the song's better than the cartoon.
Oh, that's what I was saying. Like,
Yeah.
I wasn't crazy about the cartoon, but I love the song.
Like, the cartoon's fun, but it's like...
There it is.
Yeah. I mean, it's good. Like, look, if you watch this at Christmas time, there's nothing wrong with that.
No.
It doesn't make the top 10 greatest of all time. For me, not from like a classic standpoint, but like for me, no. I probably wouldn't put Frosty.
It doesn't. It doesn't for me.
A Charlie Brown Christmas. Absolutely. Gonna call it right now. Number 1. This is number 1. Calling it everybody. And I could be wrong. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
You say I'm cute.
I'm cute. Hermie wants to be a dentist. I mean, it's got to be in the conversation, whether it ends up on there or not. I mean, it's probably my favorite of the claymation.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, because I don't think I even put all of them on here. Like, I don't think I have Santa Claus is Coming to Town.
Yeah.
And Little Drummer Boy.
I actually like right after Rudolph. I like Santa Claus is Coming to Town.
I mean, do you want to?
I
You can
enjoy
write
it.
it down. I don't think I have it on here.
No. I'm just saying, from my viewpoint, I do enjoy it.
Now, I think the rest of these are hopefully a little bit more modern.
Okay.
So, Hey Arnold Christmas. This is the Christmas episode of Hey Arnold. For those who aren't aware, in Hey Arnold's building, what did you call it? Like an apartment building? I mean, it's kind of like a boarding house or something.
It's an apartment building, but like
they all hang out together.
Yeah, they're like a family.
Yeah. And so the building complex, I mean, it has maybe like, I don't know, 10 people live in it. They decide to have a Christmas together, and they draw names, and Arnold gets Mr. Wynn, which he doesn't really know anything about, so he's just trying to figure out what to get him and stuff. And he ends up telling Arnold the story of how he had to give his daughter to, I guess, a U.S. soldier in, was it Vietnam?
I think so.
And that was the only way that he could make sure that she lived.
Yeah.
And then he finally was able to save up enough to come to America, and he's never been able to find her. And this has been like 20 some years.
Yeah.
Devastating episode. Holy fuck. So just, and then you cut over to Helga, who's like wanting her fucking boots and shit, which is really funny. Like, it brings the comedy and stuff, which is good. And then Arnold and Gerald decide that they are going to try and get Mr. Wynn his daughter back for Christmas. And it's just like, holy fuck, kid. Like, that's a tall order. Yeah. And so they go and find a guy that works for like the government or something, I guess, to find people. And the guy's like, that's Christmas Eve. I got shopping I got to go do. I can't do it. And he's like, please, sir, like, we'll take care of the shopping. You please help us find him. And so they go, they do the list. They get everything except the fucking boots, because the boots, everybody just wants these fucking boots. And then what? Turns out Helga actually got a pair of the boots. They go back to tell the guy that they just couldn't get the boots. And then the guy's like, well, sorry, I guess you can't get your person. No boots, no person. And then leaves. And then Helga's like, fuck, I love you, Arnold. And she goes up there, gives her fucking boots, so that Mr. Wynn can have his daughter. And then what? They find the daughter. And oh my fucking God, I'm destroyed.
Yeah.
Every goddamn time.
Yep.
It is so good. And honestly, like, the Helga stuff throughout the series was always just, it was at odds with itself, but that's what made it funny. And like, to actually see her do an act of kindness because she loved Arnold.
Yeah.
Like, it was genuine. And like, it made me want them to end up together for like the only time in the series,
Yeah.
So when that happened, I really think that that's a great episode. Not just of Hey Arnold, but of television.
Yeah.
Especially the fact that it's for kids.
Yeah.
Like, I think it's just a very beautiful story,
I agree.
Put it on the list.
I already did.
I won't break all of them down like that. but I just felt like that one deserved a little bit of a conversation.
Yeah.
Doug's Christmas Story. Now, this is from 1993. This is the one where they're ice skating and BB's over where the ice is thin, and Pork Chop goes over there to try and stop her. She won't listen, so Pork Chop bites her on the leg and pulls her away so she doesn't fall in the lake. And then, oh no, Pork Chop's going to be put down. And they have like a court case and shit, and Doug does this whole thing where like he imagines all of his alter egos, the Indiana Jones, the James Bond, the Quailman. Yeah. They all team up to go like break Doug out, or to break Pork Chop out. And so they go back to the scene of the crime, and Pork Chop starts freaking out again, and then they let him loose. And BB falls in the ice, and then he actually saves him. They're like, oh, Pork Chop was actually trying to save her. That's the whole thing. I think there's some about Patty, but I could be wrong. I always watched it growing up. Like I watched that every year, but it's fun.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I'm not writing it down. Mr. Wynn getting his daughter back is stronger.
Definitely a lot better. Yeah. Doug's Secret Christmas. This is from Disney's brand spanking new Doug, in 1996. So this was the first year that Doug came back. And this was the one where his mom and dad, where they give birth to Cleopatra Dirtbag Funny. I actually really like this one. I think it's a very fun Christmas story.
Yeah.
The fact that it actually pushes forward some of the stories in the first season of Doug, like his mom giving birth. His dad has been trying to tell him about sex the whole season, and he finally actually Doug tells his dad about it. Yeah. You know, he's like, "Yeah, we learned about it in class." He gives Patty the ears, the earrings.
Yeah.
Mr. Dink, he's got that sound that keeps going, "Hardy har har." Yeah. He just won't say ho ho ho.
Douglas.
Expensive. It has a great callback. They're talking like they're watching TV, and it's like a made-for-TV Christmas movie, and it's about Pork Chop. It's about the specials. Yeah. I thought it was funny. If we were doing like favorite kids cartoons or something, I'd probably put that on there.
Yeah,
but I think I'm probably not going to put it. I definitely wanted to make sure we talked about it. Recess. Yes, Mikey, Santa does shave. We watched this last year before last.
Yeah,
it was good.
Yeah, it was sweet.
Yeah, it's about kids putting on a pageant. For Christmas.
Yeah.
Mikey still believes in Santa. All the other kids don't.
Yeah. And he finds out that Santa's not real.
I might put this down. Like, this feels like a very good...
It was good because who he meets.
Yeah.
Because it's voiced by...
It's not James Earl Jones, was it?
I thought it was.
It might be. I was thinking the same thing.
Lucille,
get out of here.
What are you doing over there?
She's just smelling stuff. All right. This one, I'm going to put this one down. It's not going to make the list. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. I'm dreaming of a white ranger.
I'm dreaming of a white ranger.
Have you not seen this one?
No, I don't think so. I probably did as a kid. I don't remember.
Rita attacks Santa Claus.
Yeah. Try to make sure our dog doesn't do anything.
Barf or anything.
Yeah.
Rita attacks Santa Claus.
Yeah.
She sends down Rito, her brother, and the Tango Warriors to the North Pole, and they're trying to stop Christmas from happening.
Of course.
So the Rangers have to go to the North Pole and help fucking Santa Claus.
Oh, my God.
Fantastic, Maggie.
Wow.
And Tommy and Kimberly meet under the mistletoe, and they share a kiss. It's great. I mean, it's tongue in cheek, but it's really fun. Like, and it's during the third season, the ninja stuff.
Yeah.
And so there's a lot of there's very little Japanese footage used.
Okay.
But I think it's almost completely out of continuity. Like, now there was one before this that me and Billy got at the Dollar General called Alpha's Magical Christmas. That shit sucked ass. Okay. That shit was awful. If you want to see something terrible, I'm 100% positive it's on YouTube. I have not looked it up, but I'm 100% positive it's there. And it's just Alpha invites a bunch of kids to come and sing at the command center. And then the Rangers show up at the end. And
Zordon's like, Alpha, why'd you invite these kids over?
I don't think he's even in it. I think they just never turn it on. But it never leaves the command center. Like, it's just that. Yeah.
Barf.
And I think it was season 1 because I think Tommy was still a Green Ranger at that point. Yeah, it was fucking terrible. But yeah, I'm dreaming of White Ranger. I'm putting it on mine. I don't think it'll make the list. All right, now we got some fun ones. The Office. Now, there's several Office Christmas episodes. I only picked one.
Okay.
Because I wanted to do one per series. Since Doug was 2 series, that's why it got 2. There might be more with others. But I picked Benihana Christmas. Now, some would say the Christmas Party, the first one where Michael gets the video iPod and everybody's fighting over it and it's got the tea kettle and stuff. Now, that one is great. Don't get me wrong. I like that one. I think Benihana Christmas is just more fun. I feel like in the Office Party, I feel like it's got a tinge of like that almost that mean streak at the beginning of season 2 had, you know?
Yeah.
Where Michael's almost a dick.
Yeah.
And I feel like the Benihana Christmas is just more fun.
How you can tell someone how much you love them is by how much the gift is.
It is a monetary value of their love for you. Really, Phyllis, an oven mitt? But then they all get drunk, and that is really funny.
Yeah.
He gets like 17 bottles of vodka. But no, Benihana Christmas, this is, of course, during season 3 when the merges, or the 2 branches have merged. And Andy, Dwight, and Jim take Michael to Benihana's, where they drink Nagasaki. And because Michael's Carol broke up with him because he photoshopped his face on their family picture, and it was fucking weird. And like he's just so sad about it.
Yeah.
And like, you know, they make the volcano and Michael laughs about it. And but the funniest part is Dwight is at the other end of the table.
He can't hear anything.
Yeah. he's like, Jim, what's he saying? What's he saying? And Jim's like, what? Huh? What? He's like, oh, she's trying to think of how to make a goose ready for cooking, but she's having hard trouble coming up with it. And Dwight goes, oh, hey, you want to slit the throat and let all the blood drain out? It's just, she looks horrified. And then Michael and Andy hit on the waitresses, and then they show up to the party with two different waitresses. Like, not the ones that were actually there.
And then they get mixed up which one they want to be with.
And then they have karaoke, and then that Cracker Christmas stuff. I don't know. I think
that
really
one
like
is
that
good.
One. I like that one.
I like that
it's
one.
It's fun. It ends on a
That's
good
the one I think of the most.
Me too.
Just the karaoke part.
That was
because of Dwight.
That was like the second episode of The Office I ever saw. Like, I had seen the Dundies, and then Billy showed me this one completely out of context, and I loved it. I was like, okay, I guess I'm gonna have to watch.
Yeah.
You know. So yeah, I'm gonna write that one down. I think it actually stands a chance. Ted Lasso, Carol of the Bells. We just watched this last year. It was a part of the season last year. Mm-hmm. And it's the one where like he ends up going with the owner to like, they do something. They give away money or something.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Oh, and all the players get together and have a meal together with the assistant to her.
Yeah.
At his house.
I want to call him Higgins, but I know it's not Higgins.
It's not Higgins, but yeah, and they all show up and they bring food of their own.
And they'd never done that before.
Yeah, and since they were so far away from their own families, they all got to be together.
It was so sweet. And I feel like, didn't they sing at the end? Like, didn't she bring in like a parade
and
or
also,
something?
may I add, the opening.
She was sad.
Yes.
And Ted went to go help her feel better. But then I think she ends up helping Ted feel better. Because he missed out.
With his son.
Yeah. It's a good episode.
Also, may I add, the opening is old school Christmas special. They made it, the stadium and stuff, look like stop motion. Like Rudolph, remember?
Yeah. I forgot about that.
Yeah. I'm putting down Ted Lasso.
It was almost like, didn't Keeley?
Yeah, Keeley.
I feel like they were really funny in that one.
I think so.
Yeah. I feel like they were.
Yeah.
We need to rewatch that one. That was God, I love Ted Lasso. When's it coming back? All right, this one, everybody. This one's controversial.
Uh-oh.
It is making my list. I will beg for it to be on the top 10 list if I have to. The Constant from Lost. All right, listen. This is absolutely a Christmas episode. It takes place on Christmas. The only time Christmas happens on Lost. And it is probably the best episode of Lost, honestly. Of all the episodes, I would say The Constant is the best one. That's the one where Desmond keeps like time traveling.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, Penny, call me on this number on December 25th. You won't hear from me ever again. Just call me at this number on Christmas Day 2004 or whatever. And then she does. And it's just the moment when they finally talk to each other. Oh my God. It's just so good. So freaking good. It gives me the same feeling that I had during the season finale of Severed.
Oh.
Or Severance?
Severance.
Yeah. Right? The last like 4 seconds of that where you're just like, God! God. Yeah, The Constant. It's just so good. Not your classic, episode of like Christmas.
Yeah. Well.
But almost very Dickens inspired, especially the time travel elements. I think it's one of the best episodes. All right. Next up, Community, Abed's Uncontrollable Christmas. This is the one where it's the claymation.
Yeah.
And they're all in Abed's mind. And remember, we go back later and see them doing it in live action in the flashback episode. That one's really funny.
Yeah.
I really like that one. I'll put it down.
I miss watching Community.
We'll go back. They're making a movie. We gotta watch it. I put this one on the list. I don't know if we'll put it. Buffy Amends. This is the season 3 episode where Buffy and Angel are kind of on the outs, and Angel has decided that he just wants to die. Like, he just wants it to be over with. He's back from hell, and he just doesn't want life anymore because he knows he can't have true happiness with Buffy, and he'd rather just die. And this is actually the first time we ever meet the First, which ends up being the big bad of the whole series. And it goes back into Angel's history, and the First keeps becoming people that he had, killed or been bad to or whatever, and telling him to just die. And then, of course, we got a little bit between Xander and Willow talking about how, because Willow's Jewish, but Xander would still come over and sneak in Charlie Brown Christmas and do the Snoopy dance.
Yeah.
But my favorite part of the whole thing is that, they keep saying, he's not strong enough. Well, I think the First was trying to convince him to give in so that he would turn evil again. But then he's like, I just need to die. Like, if I can be strong enough to die, then, that's what needs to happen. I don't want Buffy to have to go through this again. And remember, the First becomes Giles's.
Yeah.
Yeah. God. Oh, that's so sad. And so then, they're like, but you're not strong enough. He's like, I don't have to be strong. All I need is the sun. And he goes outside and waits for the sun to rise. And him and Buffy finds him and is like, I need you. Like, you can't die. Like, I need you here. Even if we're not together, don't you realize that you dying would kill me, And he's like, I just can't do it, Buffy. I can't not be with you, and I can't be with you. So I just can't be. I can't live. And then it starts snowing. And like the first time in Sunnydale, California, right? Mm-hmm. It starts snowing. And because it snows, there's no sunlight. And so, like, that's, like, whatever you want to say, whether it's, destiny or God or whatever, but that's, like, their way of saying, like, Angel should live.
Yeah.
And, like, I think just the message from that of, no matter what you've done in life, if you truly make amends, right? If you truly are sorry, if you want to be better, you can be. You don't have to give up. You can be the person you want to be.
Yeah.
I really like that episode. Like, it's, again, a little more of a downer for Christmas. But it's a really good episode of Buffy, but it's also a really good Christmas, like, themed. And again, very, the guy that I just said about Lost, that wrote Christmas Carol.
Oh, Charles Dickens.
Yeah, very Dickens-esque, Ghost of Christmas Past and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just love that ending with the snow. I don't think I'm going to put it on the list, but I think it's a really good. It should be a honorable mention. Digimon, a very digi Christmas. The Fox kid in me wants to put this on the list. I'm not going to put this on the list. It is not a good episode, but it's fun. It's always fun seeing anime in like their Christmas get-ups, you know. And it also gave us Matt's band. What was it? Knife. So it was something fucking weird.
Yeah, don't they keep changing their name? Isn't that the running gag of them?
Yes.
Okay.
And they put on a concert, and like there's references to the My Otis Monarch, which is good. Always a good arc. But yeah, I mean it's silly. Like it's, you know, they did it for fun, you know.
Oh yeah.
And but then it leads into Digimon World Tour, which sucks ass. So like, you know, I gotta take points away for that. Pete and Pete, Oh Christmas Pete. Have you ever seen this one?
Nope.
So this is the one where Pete, it's the day they celebrate Christmas, and then little Pete wakes up the next day and wants to celebrate Christmas again. And he has a little presentation for them, and he's like, here's you all yesterday, and they're all very happy. And he says, and here's you all today. And it's literally what they're wearing. Like they look at each other like, how'd he do this? And he's like, here's what I say. Why not just have Christmas again? Yeah. Let's just keep having Christmas. So they just keep doing it over and over. And everyone on the street gets pissed because they're not throwing their tree out. And like they need to throw their tree out. And so the garbage man is like, I'm going to get your tree. And they're like, no, we want Christmas or some shit. And so he decides to stop picking up trash. And the tree starts going bad. Like it dies and like it's bad, right? And the dad's like, Pete, come on, we got to get rid of this tree. And then like he's like, don't you all believe in Christmas or whatever, right? Yeah. But then at the end, all the trash has been piled so high. Okay, because the trash man won't come. And so Pete's like, fine, we can, you know, for everybody else, Christmas can be dead or whatever. Yeah. And so they take the tree out and the whole neighborhood is standing out there like, yeah. And then I guess it's the dad, because the dad was always at odds with little Pete. Yeah. He's like, hey, Pete, Christmas doesn't have to be over just yet. And like he plugs in lights and all the trash piles have been turned into Christmas trees. And it's stupid and silly, but it's great. And I think that one guy is the trash man. I can't think of his name. All I can think of is he played Woogie in Something About Mary. Oh. Yeah, I know. He's literally been in like 10,000 things, and I can't think of any one of them. But yeah, it was silly. I can't believe I remembered that much of it. Friends, the one with the holiday armadillo. Yeah. Did someone say Christmas? Isn't that what Joey says when he comes in as Superman?
I think so. And let's see. What else was it? There's something else, wasn't there?
I think Chandler's Santa. And Monica's like, hey, you get to keep this suit for later? And he's like, did your dad ever dress up like Santa? And she says, no. And he goes, then it's okay. And, of course, the armadillo, you know. And I think Ross gets a lot of shit nowadays, but him trying to get his son to understand like Hanukkah and stuff. Yeah. I think that's just a really good episode. And it's a really good Christmas episode. Obviously their Thanksgiving episodes were a bit better. Yeah. Because I mean that's always fun. Oh yeah. Next up. Now I think there's an actual Christmas one, but I put this one on here. Sherlock, the Abominable Bride. Because that came out on Christmas. Mm-hmm. But do you remember that one? That's the one where it was in the past. Yeah, I remember. But then it turned out it wasn't in the past. Yeah. And it actually played into the story. And I was like, what the fuck? How'd they do that? Yeah. I think there is an actual Christmas episode, though. I'm not going to put it on the list. I just definitely wanted to bring it up. The OC, the best Christmica ever. This is season 1. So we've seen this one. We've seen it. I honestly don't remember much about it.
All I can remember is Seth just waiting to celebrate it with everybody.
Didn't the one girl make him a comic book?
Yes.
And the Summer dressed like Wonder Woman. Yeah. And they were both like, "Oh, this is stupid." Yeah. What did Ron do? Was it about his brother? Wait, no, we've not met his brother.
No, it wasn't his brother. I can't remember.
Is it his mom? Did his mom come? and like she hated it.
Yeah, something.
And, or like she tried to steal or something, or got drunk or something.
I think.
Right? Something like that.
That's something weird like that, yeah.
I mean, for the invention of Chrismica, it definitely deserves a mention, but I'm not going to put it on my list. All right, this one's fun. Veronica Mars, An Eccles Family Christmas. All right, so if you've not watched Veronica Mars, just watch Veronica Mars. But this episode in particular is really good. And the way it ends is fucking fantastic. But, you know, they're trying to... The boys, all the rich boys, are having a poker game. And Veronica says that she'll solve who... Because somebody stole all the money from the poker game. And she says she'll figure out who did it, but she wants in on the next poker game. Yeah. Which is on Christmas Eve. And so... they're there, and then, you know, they're playing and stuff, and she figures out who did it and all that, which is really fun. And seeing Veronica over at Logan's, and Logan hates her at this point. And,
yeah.
You know, and Duncan is still there, and like just, you know, just seeing all of that transpires really fun.
Yeah.
And then obviously her and her dad have some good Christmas stuff going. But then Mr. Eccles gets fucking stabbed by one of the caterers.
Yeah.
And it's like, Merry Christmas, and it goes off or whatever. Especially after you know everything about Mr. Eccles. Like, it's a lot better the second time around. Because you're like, yeah, fuck this guy.
Yeah, definitely.
I think it's a really good episode. I really like that one. Again, just bringing it up. Not gonna put it on here. Here's your one, Maggie. Bob's Burgers, Christmas in the Car.
Yeah, I love it. Apparently Linda decided to get a tree the day after Halloween, and Bob even says it at the beginning. He said, Linda, it's the day after Halloween. I'm not going to be looking at that tree until like the day after Thanksgiving.
Bobby.
Well, apparently she had to go get another tree to replace that tree from Halloween, because on the day of Thanksgiving, she's putting up a new tree, and he said, I'm not looking at that until tomorrow. That's the day after Thanksgiving. Fast forward, it's like Christmas Eve or something, and the tree's dead again. So they're having to go out and get another tree. Oh my God. And of course, there's always like little things with the kids and stuff. I can't remember off the top of my head. But they go out to find another tree for poor old Linda's sake, because she wants a real tree. She wants the real deal.
On Christmas Eve.
Yeah. And... Bob gets road rage with a tractor trailer driver, and he cuts off on a back road. The tractor trailer follows them, and then he cuts off into off the side of the road and gets stuck.
Yeah.
And they have to have Christmas in the car. Like, they make each other presents out of the stuff that's found in the seats, underneath the seats.
It's actually really good.
It is.
It's really sweet.
It is. And
it's always good when all the Belchers are together.
Yes. And the tractor trailer driver actually finds them. He said, I was wondering what happened to you all. He's like, you was sliding all over the road and stuff. And Bob's like, you tried to drive me off the side of the road. And he's like, no, it wasn't. Like, it was a whole confusing ordeal that whole entire time. I believe, if I'm remembering that correctly. Yeah. But yeah, I think I'm going to write it down.
Okay. Totally. This one you may have to also talk about. Futurama Xmas Story. I know that's Robot Santa.
Yeah, it's the first Christmas episode. John Goodman's Robot Santa. But apparently...
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. And I think the first two ones that they do with Robot Santa, it's John Goodman as the voice. But poor old Fry, where he's from the past in 1999, where he wakes up, he's looking forward to Christmas because that's the one thing he knows definitely that shouldn't have changed.
Yeah.
But lo and behold, it has changed. There's no pine trees because of global warming. They have to use a palm tree, put lights on it. There's other weird traditions. And then he's like, well, what about Santa? And all of the crew's like, why are you talking about him? He's like, but Santa's, good. And they're like, no, Santa's bad. And Leela has to explain to him, some corporation decided to make Santa into a robot, and he took his job too seriously about who's naughty and nice. And he actually tries to kill the people that are naughty. And then Fry finds out that they have to like pretty much bunker down. They have to close off the fireplace and put up barricades on the windows. And somehow he's trying to find Leela a perfect gift. Fry is. And guess what? That sucker gets stuck outside whilst robot Santa's running amok. They about get killed, blown up, everything in between. And I think he does lose Leela's gift. I know it was a bird.
Yeah.
And I think John Goodman, like just hearing John Goodman as an evil robot Santa is hilarious in itself. But like you do see him give gifts to people that are nice.
Yeah.
And like how he talks so sweetly.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Which is kind of creepy too.
It sounds funny.
Yeah, it is funny. I think that's the first Christmas episode with Futurama. Because there's many others.
Yeah.
There is one where Bender becomes Robot Santa.
Jesus.
And then and he meets Kwanzaa robot. Hanukkah robot, yeah. There's all kinds of those. And also that Santa's Workshop is on the planet Neptune. But that first one's pretty memorable. Yeah. Poor old Fry.
You putting it on?
Yeah. Nah, I'm not. No.
Goof Troop, have yourself a goofy little Christmas.
I don't think I've watched it.
It's all I remember is that it was advertised around the same time the Weird Al There's No Going Home special on Disney Channel was. And like I remember Goofy does something. They're supposed to be going to like a cabin or something, and he like fucks up the car, and they have to have Christmas in a cave. And like all of Pete's family's there, like because I guess they're all going together. And Max is like, Christmas is ruined or something. And it goes to commercial, and then it comes back, and I don't know, Goofy Santa or some shit. I don't know. I guess not that memorable. Rocko's Modern Life, can't squeeze cheer from a cheese log. This one is funny. I'm not going to recall the whole story because there's not a whole lot that I remember, but I know that one of the elves from Santa's Workshop follows Rocko around because everyone is given into the commercialism of Christmas. And like it's only about money at this point. And this elf finds Rocko as the last person, I think, on Earth that actually has the real Christmas spirit. And like, you know, they all like come together at the end and, you know, something like that. I mean, it's fun. It's one I always watched every year, but it's not going to make it. Simpsons roasting on an open fire. The introduction of Santa's Little Helper.
Oh,
this is the pilot, the original episode. I mean, I guess not the ones from What's Her Show, but this is a good one. We watched it last year, which I mean we've watched it our whole lives at this point. It was cute though. Homer's always trying, you know. South Park, Mr. Hanky the Christmas Poo. Honestly, this is just when they actually did this, I was shocked. And like I just didn't think they would do a Christmas one. And it takes a lot of inspiration from A Charlie Brown Christmas. And like that was the first time they actually had like musical numbers. It was funny. And the fact that Mr. Hanky is a Christmas poo, like it's just so stupid. Like again, I had to mention it because it's us. Yeah. But like it's not gonna make the list, but it's just ridiculous. Tiny Toons. It's a wonderful Tiny Toons Christmas special. Have you ever seen this one?
I don't think so.
It's great. So something happens and like they're supposed to be on TV. Yeah, it's a meta. It's meta, obviously. And like Buster thinks everybody would be better off without him. And so it's a wonderful life. And there's an angel rabbit that like takes him like through like what everybody's life would be like if Buster hadn't been there. Yeah. And like Babs isn't funny, like she's a librarian and stuff, and like you know he wakes up and he's like, okay, I'm back, and like they have the special and like Robin Williams Peter Pan is in it. Like he just flies by the screen like real quick and that's it. And then the angel takes his mask off and it was Bugs the whole time. Yeah, I really like it. It's cute. It's a cute little one. I'm actually gonna write it down. We need to watch that. I think you'd like it. I mean, if you love Tiny Toons, but it was one that played on primetime.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like it was a primetime special.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. VeggieTales, the toy that saved Christmas, with the Billy Buzzsaw.
I think so.
It's not making the list. But I'm Wally B. Nezzer. You may know my brother, Nebby K. Nezzer. Yeah. Stupid. I mean, let's be honest. The best part of that was the silly song, of Santa from Larry. I mean, that's the best part, obviously. Bluey, Christmas Swim. Now, there are 2 Bluey Christmas episodes. We picked Christmas Swim. I think this is a fun one. Bluey gets Bartleby.
Bartleby. Is Barnaby? I think it's Bartleby.
I think you're right. Hey, Bartleby, welcome to the family.
Yeah.
Honestly, I mean, every Bluey episode is just phenomenal. Every freaking one of them.
Yeah.
But I love this when we get to see the extended family. We get to see Stripes and that he got married. Or not Stripes. What's his name?
Oh, God.
Yeah, I can't think.
Rad.
That he got married, and then like just hearing some like his wife talk about like
Trixie.
Yeah, talk about the
Healers
from the outside, like, and just like getting that, because we're always just with the family, right?
Yeah.
So getting somebody
on the outside.
Yeah, like it was cute. And like all the stuff with the grandma and just I thought I really liked that one. That's just a fun little episode.
It is.
Let me write it down. It's really, I mean, is it a classic? Yes. All right. The Gap Christmas commercials. Not technically a special or episode, but I just want to bring them up.
For bringing up those, I'll bring up the Old Navy Performance Fleece commercials. Old Navy Performance Fleece.
I don't know that. Remember the people all over the world?
Yeah.
Join hands. That was a good one. Remember the one that cut to Ice House Baby? That was a good one.
Mm-hmm.
Such great stuff. I don't think I've seen this one. I don't know if you've seen this one. I've seen a clip this week. The Justice League Christmas episode.
I think I have seen it because I watched that clip.
Yeah.
I think I have seen it because I remember Alien...
Martian
Manhunter. I'm sorry.
Isn't there something about Bruce?
I think there's like different stories in it.
Yeah, like it's vignettes of each one.
Yeah.
I feel like something happens with Bruce. Like maybe somebody goes and visits him I was thinking it's Wonder Woman.
It's probably Wonder Woman because in Justice League they tried to push Diana and Bruce together a lot.
Which was good.
Which I think is hilarious.
Yeah.
I always loved it. I was like,
he needs a strong woman,
I was like, I like this. Wonder Woman and Batman, this is hilarious. Because I like when it's... Well, we watched somebody cover this episode when it's Superman's birthday.
Yeah.
And Bruce shows up and she's like, where's your gift? And he said, it's cash.
God. Oh, man. I'm just thinking about it.
I know.
God, Kevin Conroy is fantastic. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I want to go back and watch this because the clip we saw was fantastic.
Yes.
Just Clark still believing in Santa. It's so funny.
Santa put those gifts under the tree.
I mean, in a world that Superman exists, why the fuck not? Why would Santa not exist? Glee, a very Glee Christmas. Now this is the one where they go class to class. They're singing carols. Yeah. Everybody fucking hates them.
Yeah.
And then Sue Still's Christmas.
Yeah.
From Britney.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
it.
That's all I remember.
Yeah.
I mean, I remember Rachel and what's his name? I forget. Finn. Mm-hmm. Finn is currently in that point with Quinn and Rachel, but this is after they had dated, but before they got back together. And Rachel and Finn sing Last Christmas while they're looking for, I think, Christmas trees. Mm-hmm. Yeah. A good soundtrack. But, I mean, I wouldn't put the episode down. Mickey's Christmas Carol.
Heck yeah.
Talked about it last week. Decided to put it in specials.
Made my kids watch it last week.
It is really good. I love that Goofy is Bob Marley.
Yeah.
Is it Bob Marley?
No, Jacob.
Jacob Marley. I was like, there's no way that it's Bob Marley. That doesn't make sense. All right. Claymation Christmas. Now, Maggie, this is the special Claymation Christmas that had the California Raisins that sang Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Yeah.
Did you ever watch this?
No.
Oh, my God, Maggie. I've seen this special 400 times at least. At least. They do a bunch of Christmas songs. Mm-hmm. There's one that's Joy to the World. And it's wild. It looks like a bunch of like stained glass come to life or something. Mm-hmm. There's another one where it's just keeps going into ornaments.
Yeah.
It's like in one ornament, like they're in a house and it's a tree. Mm-hmm. And on that tree is an ornament that looks like a living room celebrating Christmas. And so it zooms into that, and now we're in that house. And it just keeps doing that for like 4 minutes. Okay.
Wow.
And then there's camels singing with the three wise men.
Yeah.
And they're like, Star of Wonder, Star of Light.
Nice.
And they're like, we three kings. And then they come back out and do some more jazz.
Yeah.
But honestly, the interstitials between each thing is hosted by two dinosaurs. And they keep trying to sing Here We Come Wassailing.
Yeah.
But everybody keeps screwing it up.
Yeah.
And like, it's wassailing. And he's like, oh, here they come. They're singing Here We Come Waffling. And it's like waffles. Yeah, I don't know. But Rudolph by the California Raisins. Fucking phenomenal. All right. Classic. Made me want to build my own Santa sleigh out of trash.
Love it.
Me and Billy did a Christmas video for the family called Rudolph the Red-Nosed Man. And it was basically just us making that. And then that was it. I think that was pretty much it. Yeah. Like, all we had was just the title. Yeah. We didn't have any idea for a story or anything. So, yeah, that's a classic. I'm probably not going to put it down, though.
Okay.
'Twas the Night Before Christmas. This is the one about the mice
that
helped the clock tower run.
Weird.
Even a miracle needs a head. Yeah. A Garfield Christmas.
Aww.
Isn't this the one where like he has like the scratching post? And they go meet John's mom. Right.
They meet Grandma.
Yeah.
They go to the farm.
Yeah.
I like this because at the end, like, Garfield and everybody else too realizes, Christmas is about time to spend time with the ones you love.
Yeah.
And I just remember the end because Garfield's sitting on Grandma's lap and she's petting on him. And I just think it's so sweet. I'll be honest. I love the Garfield Christmas, but the Garfield Thanksgiving, I love it better.
I'm definitely Christmas Garfield more.
I love Thanksgiving Garfield because Grandma comes to save the day. John asked the vet, the lady that he's always after in the comics and stuff.
Yeah.
Ask her for a date to his house on Thanksgiving where he'll cook Thanksgiving dinner for her.
What an idiot.
Yeah, John, of course. Classic
Breckenmeyer, just always.
But Garfield realizes that John has screwed up everything. Like a bunch of stuff's burnt. Yeah. He didn't have things. And John's trying to fix it. It's not working out. So Garfield calls Grandma. And Grandma shows up and she saves the day. She saves Thanksgiving dinner and she leaves.
Wait, so can people hear Garfield?
I don't know. Did she? I can't remember. I'll have to look it up.
Are the friends in it? Like Garfield and Friends? Are the friends?
No.
I always hated those fucks. It's like,
I liked them, but I grew up on a farm.
Bro, hatch out of the egg already. Jesus. It's got to smell like fucking feces. What are you even eating in there? The shell? Yourself? What are you eating? Goddamn. Hatch already. All right. Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special. Yep. It was good. We did a whole review on it. So everybody go watch that. Olaf's Frozen Adventure. We made a party as a big surprise.
I love watching that one because I like all the tradition song.
Yes, and I think
So
Olaf's
cute.
really funny.
Yeah.
And then at the end when they realized that Olaf was the thing that they shared as their tradition. So.
Yeah. Well, it's sad though at the beginning that they
Mhm.
realized they didn't see it then that they didn't have any traditions.
I think Olaf's Frozen Adventure is very much needed. I think you need to watch Spring Fever and Frozen Adventure between the two movies.
Yeah.
I feel like there's just a lot that you need.
Oh
from
yeah,
both of
a lot
those.
of character building and relationships.
It just makes because if you go from 1 to 2, it's just not as much.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Not much.
And there's references to them, especially Spring Fever.
Our child.
We got 2 left. Beauty and the Beast, Enchanted Christmas. I don't know anything about this.
I remember watching it, like it was on Disney Channel or something when I was younger. And I was like, oh, okay. Because I think this is when I started getting a bad taste in my mouth about
The
Disney sequels. Like there's a few of them that do work.
Yeah.
And then this is one.
Return of Jafar.
Yes.
Yeah.
I agree. You agree, right? It
Yeah,
works.
absolutely. It's perfect.
Okay. Believe it or not, the Cinderella sequels, pretty good.
Don't they Back to the Future in one of them?
Yes, but I love how they do it. But like the one I'm thinking of is one of the sisters falls in love, and it's so sweet. And Cinderella tries to help her, and the stepmother's like totally against it. But anyways, I wasn't a big fan of Belle's Magical Christmas.
Now he's still the Beast in it. Does it take place during?
Yeah, that's the thing. See,
confusing.
yeah. Didn't like it.
I feel like it'd be about as bad if they made like a Hunchback Christmas special. Oh, he could do like Carol of the Bells, but it's like the big
God.
bell. Mickey's Once Upon a Christmas. I put this in here for you because I don't know much about it.
Once Upon a Christmas, I like it. It's computer animated.
Is it?
Yeah. It's got
Wait, no.
Once Upon a Christmas.
Mickey's Once Upon a Christmas. Not the Twice Upon a Christmas.
Once Upon a Christmas.
I thought it was the one where like Goofy and Max is still a kid.
Yeah, it's computer animated.
I don't think it's computer animated.
Yeah, it is.
I'm
it
good
is.
All right.
Because I just watched this the other day with my
You
class.
tell us about it.
But there's multiple stories. The first one's Donald Duck and Huey, Louie, and Dewey.
Isn't it kind of based off of House of Mouse? Like that variety show that they did?
No.
Okay, never mind.
This is a thing on its own.
Sorry.
I loved House of Mouse when it was on. I was a big fan of it. Oh, I guess it was. Dang. Sorry, everybody.
No, it's okay. Oh wait, I remember this. They're wishing on the star.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Donald and Huey, Louie, and Dewey, they all have Christmas, but they wish that Christmas would keep happening.
Yeah, and then they hate it because it's like Groundhog's Day.
Yeah, also, they wound up like ruining Christmas, and Donald gets very pissed off. And then the other story is Goofy and Max, and Goofy trying to prove to Max that Santa is real.
That's the one I'm talking about.
Yes.
Yeah.
That Santa is real.
And he like dresses up like Santa.
Yeah, Max dresses up as Santa Claus.
Oh, that
Goofy.
is good. That's really
and
good. We watched that last year. I forgot about it.
Mickey and Minnie get presents for each other, but they don't have enough money for where they work all the time.
Yeah, and don't they trade in the
the thing that they...
Classic story.
Yeah. Unconditional
that's
love.
It's
the comb story. Which they do that in Futurama. They make a joke of that story in that episode that I wrote.
Oh, really?
Yes. They're like, oh, I got you these combs. That's why I sold all my hair. And then like the person that they're giving it to, they turn around and say, I sold my hair too to get you these combs.
Jesus. Oh my God.
But it's based off of a story about these two people, and the woman has beautiful hair. And the man gets her combs. I can't remember what he gets. I don't think it's combs. Yeah. I could be wrong.
Didn't he sell his like kidney or something?
I don't know. I don't think it is. Because
like,
I learned about this in middle school.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And he said, I got you these beautiful combs for your beautiful hair. And like, I think she had a hat on or something.
Yeah.
And she takes off. She said, well, I sold my hair to get you a gift.
What did he say?
I can't remember.
Nothing, because he's an ungrateful little fuck. He's a man. Men don't have to give up anything.
Well, I can't remember what
assholes.
she got him and what he gave up to get her those combs. I can't remember.
So what do you think? Mickey's One Spot on Christmas?
Nah.
Nah?
I love it. I enjoy it. Sorry.
Apparently it's a movie.
Huh?
It said it's a movie.
It's short.
Yeah, I feel like it happened. We are back, and we are joined by a special guest today, Miss Vivian Marie. Hi, Vivian.
Can you say hi?
Bye-bye. So we are going to wrap this up real quick. We, of course, have whittled down all of ours to both lists here. So I'm going to compare the lists. We both have How the Grinch Stole Christmas, Charlie Brown Christmas, Rudolph, Hey Arnold, Recess, The Office, Ted Lasso, The Constant, Community, Friends, Christmas in the Car. I don't have that one. And you don't have Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Mickey Mouse Christmas Carol, Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special, and Olaf's Frozen Adventure. You don't have Tiny Toons. You don't have Bluey. You don't want...
I put Christmas Swim.
Oh, okay. My bad. Okay. All right. So the ones that we don't have on here, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, Tiny Toons, and Christmas in the Car. I'm good to remove both of mine. Tiny Toons and MMPR.
Okay.
I don't think they're classics. How do you feel about Christmas in the Car?
You can take it off.
You sure?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. So now this list should be the whole list. Okay. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And we need 10 only. So I guess out of these, which do you think would be like the lowest on the list? We've got, well, let's kind of put a few. I think How the Grinch definitely makes it.
Mm-hmm.
Charlie Brown definitely makes it. Rudolph definitely makes it. I think Friends probably makes it.
Yes.
And Mickey's Christmas Carol. And then Guardians and Olaf, I would say definitely make it.
Mm.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we can pick 3 more. So we've got Hey Arnold, Recess, The Office, Ted Lasso, The Constant, Community, and Bluey. Which do you think? We got Hey Arnold, Recess, The Office, Ted Lasso, The Constant, and Community, and Bluey. So of
Bluey.
those, you think Bluey gets on there?
Yes.
Okay. So we can get 2 more.
Ted Lasso.
Really, you think Ted Lasso? I was thinking The Office over Ted Lasso. As far as just classic wise.
Well, I was going to say both The Office and Ted Lasso, to be honest.
So we lose The Constant and Community, Recess, and Hey Arnold. I'm okay with that. Because, like, The Constant is fantastic, but, I mean, I don't load it up every Christmas or anything, you know?
And you wouldn't tell somebody, hey, just load up this episode. It's all about Christmas from Lost.
All right. So here's our current list, and then we'll rank it. We've got How the Grinch Stole Christmas, Charlie Brown Christmas, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, The Office, Ted Lasso, Friends, Bluey, Mickey's Christmas Carol, Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special, and Olaf's Frozen Adventure. What do you think is the worst on here? Or not the worst, but the lowest on the list.
I'm going to say Rudolph.
Lowest?
Yeah.
Damn.
What?
I'm just... Wow.
If you don't agree.
No, I mean, I'm writing it down. I think I'd be closer to putting like... Hold on, maybe like... Olaf? I like Olaf, don't get me wrong, but like... Well, okay, let's work this out. We know Charlie Brown's going 1, right? I mean, you feel good about that. All right. Number 2, I feel like
It would either be Guardians of the Galaxy.
Or
Or
where do you think Grinch falls? Do you think it's top 5 or bottom 5?
I'd say bottom 5.
Bottom 5?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, bottom 5. I put Olaf's probably in the bottom 5. Mickey's Christmas Carol I put in top 5.
Okay.
Guardians, I guess, top 5. Bluey, you think top 5?
Oh, that's hard. Because of The Office and Ted Lasso.
I think I'd put Office top 5.
Okay.
And then, let's see, we've got, how many? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4. I think you put Bluey. And Ted Lasso is like probably number 6.
Okay.
Okay, so we'll look at the bottom here. So we got Olaf's Frozen Adventure, Ted Lasso, Rudolph, How the Grinch Stole Christmas.
We'll put a 6 next to Ted Lasso because I agree with you on that.
Okay. Oh, we didn't rank Friends.
Oh.
I guess let's put Friends top 5. Let's change Bluey to 7.
Okay.
Right after Ted Lasso?
Yes.
Okay. So let's see. If you think that's 1. And we'll put Guardians at number 2.
Yes.
And we'll put number 3. We got either The Office, Mickey's Christmas Carol, or Friends.
I would say Mickey's Christmas Carol.
Yeah, that's what I'm
myself.
thinking. That's what I'm thinking.
What? Oh, did you learn how to press that? Cool.
And then, let's see. So 4 and 5, we've got The Office and Friends. I think I would put Office.
Yeah.
And then Friends.
Yes.
Okay. Then Ted Lasso. And then Bluey.
Grinch.
You think Grinch after Bluey?
No. I'd say Olaf.
Olaf after Bluey? Let's see here. Then the last 2, we've got Grinch and Rudolph?
Rudolph's 10. So the Grinch would be 9.
Okay. All right, so let's put this in order. So, everybody, this is your new top 10 Christmas episodes and specials. Hopefully awesome list. Number 10, Rudolph. Number 9, The Grinch, How the Grinch Stole Christmas. Number 8, Olaf's Frozen Adventure. Number 7, Bluey, Christmas Swim. Number 6, Ted Lasso. Number 5, Friends, the one with the holiday armadillo. Number 4, The Office, Benihana Christmas. Number 3, Mickey's Christmas Carol. Mickey's Christmas Carol. Number 2, Guardians of the Galaxy, the holiday special. And number 1, Charlie Brown Christmas. That is our ranking of top 10. All right, so last we will go over the audience picks real quick. You want to get down? What do you think, Viv? What's your favorite Christmas special? All right, we had 2 responses here, so thank you for reaching out to us, everybody. Again, if you would like to reach out, be sure and follow us over at Twitter, at Hopefully Awesome. Also on our YouTube channel, you can see these posts, as well as any of the other places that we post.
I know her favorite. Tell him. Okay. Alvin.
We didn't put the Chipmunk Christmas on here.
Oh, that would be Viv's pick.
Yeah. All right. We got Billy Oakenshield wrote in and said, we asked to list your top 10 favorite Christmas specials or episodes. Or, I'm sorry, up to 10. You're fine. I'll mute your audio. It'll be fine. You don't have to do it. I'll do it. So we got Billy Oakenshield's up to 10 list. He's got A Charlie Brown Christmas, Frosty the Snowman, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, Friends, the one with the holiday armadillo, nice. The Office, Benihana Christmas, nice. The Office, Moroccan Christmas. Oh, that's the one. Fun. Yeah. Isn't that the one where Michael tries to take what's her name to alcoholic, like to get sober? Yeah. Arrested Development, Afternoon Delight. I do not remember that one. I need to look that up. The West Wing, Noel. I believe if we watched that one. And Sherlock, A Scandal in Belgravia.
Of course you would know.
Yeah, that's the Christmas one. I could not remember. Thank you for writing those in, Billy Oakenshield. We appreciate it. Yes, honey. And next up we got from Brett, aka Enigma 9011. The 10 they listed, up to 10, was the Rankin Bass ones will always hold a special place in my heart. Rudolph, Frosty, Santa Claus is Coming to Town, and my favorite, The Year Without a Santa Claus.
Aw, that one is good too.
Yeah, those are good. Hey, what's that? You want to get down? Get down. Hey, can you tell them bye? Can you tell everybody bye?
Look, do you see yourself?
All right, everybody. That's going to wrap it up for us this week. Thank you for watching. We hope you all enjoyed this. Remember, if you'd like to get this ad-free and early, you can get it over at patreon.com/hopefullyawesome, where we also have exclusive content, board games, videos, all kinds of fun stuff. Remember, if this is your first time, be sure and subscribe. You can rate us on iTunes. You can rate us on Spotify. You can leave us a thumbs up. Tell your friends. Tell your family. Yeah, that's going to be it, everybody. Thank you for watching this. We hope you all enjoyed. Until next time, thanks for watching. As always,
have a hopefully awesome day.
Can you say bye?
Bye.